Chronically Blue. Hello, all of my sleepy bears. My name's Chronically Blue. Welcome back to another episode of Sonic Frontiers. This episode, we are going through and we are going to be getting all the remaining music notes in Islands 1, 2, and 3, as well as completing the remaining stages in Island 3 before we go and go to the crater in the center with the world and the stuff and the things and you know what I'm talking about. And it was actually kind of difficult to find these, just because of the wonderful system that isn't able to distinguish the altitude. You're gonna see quite a bit of cuts here. That's just normal. I had to do that in order to make it so that we could fit all this into a 30-minute episode. But on the bright side, I was able to remove all of the loading times. Woo! Even though I am removing the loading times and such for this episode specifically, I will still be showing off the 5 red rings, the S-rank time. That's about it. You know, the normal stuff. But here we have another Sky Sanctuary type level here. And it reminds me very much of the Sugar Coaster from Sonic Colors. I want to say that's what it is. Hopefully. I'm not too sure. It's the sugary level in Sonic Colors. I haven't beaten Sonic Colors for a good reason. I don't like it. But still, you know what I'm talking about. Where, like, there's a giant sprinkle rocket launching towards you. Yeah. But then there's still spinny platforms, so I don't know. But I did want to say that I hope you are all enjoying the Crash Bandicoot Let's Play. I know I am. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm so happy to be playing it. And I'm just looking forward to whatever's coming next. I don't know. I just really wanted to play a Crash Bandicoot game because I've been neglecting him for a while, and I feel like I need to stop that. I like the little Bandicoot. But enough about Crash, we're going back to Sonic now. We're just going through making sure that we get as many rings as possible here, making sure that we take our time because, again, the first part we're just focused on the red rings, we're not focused on the time attack such. That comes once we've done everything else, because then we can just focus on going straight forward as opposed to just going up and down and all around. There's a red ring right there, but if you fall, don't worry. That little platform right underneath us will catch us, and then it'll be super easy for us to go and get the red ring when things aren't falling. Even if it is a little scary with the double jump. But as of today, it is a US holiday, you know, woot woot. And most people celebrate by wasting a bunch of money. Not me, though. No. I'm going to my dad's house and we're going to watch Hamilton. A very patriotic event indeed. Because the 4th is on a Tuesday. We get the 4th off, so I had to go to work yesterday and then I have to go to work tomorrow. So using the big brain here to be like, what if we don't do something that causes us to have recovery time? We just do normal stuff. And that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. I don't know about all y'all. All y'all can do whatever you like. But let me know if you survived. I hope you did. I'd be really sad if you were gone. And I woke up like an hour ago. I have not had coffee yet. So let me finish talking. I apologize for all the yarning and such. I just wanted to get this out of the way so then I could go have lunch and have the therapy appointment and, you know, just positive stuff in general. But I am very much looking forward to quite a bunch of stuff. I mean, at the end of this episode, we're going to have almost finished Island 3. Just need the boss battle left, and then, you know, that's pretty good. That's 60% of the game done. So we're getting close. I know that the episodes are getting higher and higher and higher in the and the numbers, which I'm not. It's a thing. I'll tell you what. It sure is a thing. But that's the great thing about Let's Play, is that it forces me to keep playing and keep interested and keep doing stuff until I do finally finish it. And I will say, this is the longest Sonic game I have ever played. Well, without a doubt. Like, I go and check my save file on the game, and it says I'm at like 16, 17 hours. I'm like, yeesh. Never spent so much time just going through and doing everything. Like, yikes. But there's the S rank. And also, it is still super hot. You know, go figure. These things, they happen. Why wouldn't they? Be nice if they stopped, but they don't. You having fun this, Sonic? You doing right there? Okay, and we're back. Yes, it is very lovely gear. And yes, 4 vault keys plus another 3. We same verse, same as the first. Yes, I cannot wait to use the vault keys for when we unlock Chaos Emeralds. Again. Okay, great. Now that's done. Let's go and find where the next song is. Let me see here. No, it's not over there either. What you can do if you're having difficulty finding the songs too is you can press the R1 and L1 buttons in order to filter out which icons are on the map. And that is very helpful. Stop yawning. Sweet goodness, I did not want this. Okay, we got another song. And it's Chaos Island Movement 5, but now we're going to 3-4. And this level isn't difficult, actually. Well, I'm going and finding another song. I died, by the way. So it's going to be right over here, right over this mountain there. And it's going to be on one of these pillars here. Which we did go to previously, but it wasn't there because they released the update afterwards. So at least I get to find all the songs, you know. At least I get to find them afterwards and, like, while I'm still playing it. Because once I see the end credits of the game, that's it. I'm done. Sonic Frontiers will be removed off my system, and I will play it no more. Sonic, you okay there? Okay, I guess not. Yeah, I chose the perfect time to do a Let's Play of this. I did it right once they announced that they were going to add DLC, and I'm just going for it, you know? So, who knows? Maybe it will... Maybe they'll finish the rest of the DLC and upload it by the time I'm on the last episode, so then I have to go and do it all. I hope not, but, you know, these things, they happen. By the bright side, we do get to enjoy the birthday theme, which is a nice little switch up if you were tired of the previous one. Which, if you were, I don't blame you. You know, that happens. So here we have an on-rails level, and I'll tell you what, I'm very happy for this. There's no... I want to say there's no free will, but there's no, like, running around or anything. It's just rails, which makes it super easy to, 1, S-rank, 2, replay, and 3, just enjoy, you know? They have lasers here where you can jump over them in order to avoid them. We're not going to get all the red rings this first time, but we will be cutting to any of the red rings that we are missing. There is a little orange hoop up there that takes you to another red ring, I believe. But don't worry, we will be happy to show us off. Here, there is 2 different areas there. You can go through the spring or you can jump over it. Here, you can also go through the spring or jump over it, and that is the maximum of the different areas. Way to go, Sonic. There's also no checkpoints here, so if you die once, then, you know, you get to go again. Isn't that fun? I think it is. I mean, it's not a very long level, so it's really fine. It's the funniest thing. I tell you what, I normally get 6 hours of sleep. This time I got like 9 or so. I'm still tired. So that's fun. I will say that I have lots of plans. I did get my wheel, finally. However, I just really wanted to do a Game Boy Advance game, so I put a little tiny poll that lasted 1 day in the community tab. But, you know, that's why I'm doing Crash. And then after that, that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, let's find a new game here. That's when I will spin the wheel of happiness. I just really wanted to play a Game Boy Advance game. And of course, we all know that after Sonic Frontiers, it's gonna be Sonic 06, which is going to be fantastic, because I haven't beaten that game. I gotten really close. I made it all the way to the last episode, and then replayed the last episode like 15,000 times, and then never beat it. I don't know why, I just never did. So to be able to finally finish that game, it's gonna be fantastic. Yes, I know I got a D. I know I messed up. What do you want from me? Okay? I'm sorry I'm Adam Lambert and you're my audience. What do you want from me? If you don't get that reference, then... okay. I don't know what you want me to say. I did recently get a new coffee. It is cinnamon vanilla, and it tastes alright, but all the artificial sugar at work is gone. So, I'm not using sugar, and I don't have any creamer, so it's just black coffee, and it's very similar to taking medicine. You know, you don't like the taste, but you take it anyway just because you know it's good for you and you need it. Yeah. I've heard that some people do, like, the instant coffees, and, like, what I mean by that is that they will take a spoonful of instant coffee and eat it. It happened in, like, a few movies from the 80s. Sonic? Okay, well, it's a good thing we needed one over here anyway. Or death. Hey, so let's go ahead and see here, Sonic. Alright, so we can go up here. We are not going onto that little spring, or we are. But it's okay, because there is the red ring right down there. We just gotta be really careful about how we get it. There we go. And now we're going to show off the last red ring. You're going to go over here. And then jump over the spring. Don't go into it, just jump over it. And there you go. And that'll take us to the final red ring that we needed. And if you didn't die in the first part like I did, you'll be fine. That'll get you the S rank. It's not complicated, thankfully. Again, that's why I kind of like the rails. I kind of wish that we had a rail level every world. Just to, like, kind of break it up. But, meh. You know, I'm not a game designer, so I don't know. I just play games. I don't make them. The only thing I make is empty cans of LaCroix. So I drink spicy water. Okay, but we gone ahead and finished that level. Again, it wants us to head to the crater. We're not going to do that yet. Why would we? That'd be way too convenient. We're going to do stuff our way. Because it's our way or the Sega way. And I prefer my way. Who needs Sega? Just kidding. Sega, I love you. Don't ban me. I have lots of Sonic, and Knights. I like Knights, too, and Jet Set Radio. Speaking of which, I've beaten Jet Set Radio quite a few times. It is really fun. I also have the sequel, which I have not beaten, so you're going to have to add that to the wheel. I got the wheel initially in order to find out what game we were going to play next, and then every time I spin it, it landed on a game I didn't really want to play. So I just kept spinning it and spinning it and spinning it, and I'm like, you know what, I just really want to play the GBA. So that's how we got there. But I will clean the board and put new stuff on it so that we are able to use it legitimately. There's blocks right here blocking our path. I don't know why. Blocking. But this level is going to be a little difficult. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. So first off, we have springs here, where if you press X, you go up. Square, it'll shoot you sideways. And please remember that, because you're going to need that for the S rank part. Now, the red rings are not that difficult, hopefully, from what I recall. But you're going to be utilizing that speedrunning skills quite a bit here. So, Again, if you see it just randomly cut to black and then we restart, that is L2, R2, and the touchpad if you're playing on the PS4, like me. Because I much prefer to have consoles to blame laggy performance on than my computer. There's a lot less variables with consoles than there are computers. Although, I've been playing Dead Island, which is an open world zombie killing game that came out on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and sweet goodness, the frame rate on that game, wow, it is, yikes. It'll constantly dip. I'll have like maybe a minute or two of smooth gameplay, then it'll just dip again. And I looked up some of the reasons for this, and some people said that it was due to the type of game type that you're doing for the multiplayer, but I set it to single player, and it was still doing it, so I don't know. Not only that, I also played it to the part where after an hour or two, there's no more zombies. You just have to go around and do chores for people. I'm like, this isn't what I signed up for. That's like if you were playing Borderlands for the, you know, run and gun style, and all of a sudden it asks you to put together Tetris pieces for the next 3 hours. You're like, what? That's not why I'm here. Try again. I do like Borderlands. Haven't beaten it, but I do like playing it. Yes, so here you're going to have to hit the wrong buttons at the right time in order for it to put you in the best area. So you're gonna go up top, hit square, square, X, square, X, square, square. And that's how you do it. If you did not know that, you know that now. I found it out through trial and error. Here we have these very lovely little rainbow rings here. And be careful because we are not done yet. We've only gotten half of the red rings. However, we can boost up there in order to launch us up. And you're going to want to stay close to the left as possible. Not that close, Sonic. The other left. Sonic, the other left. The other left. There you go. You're going to want to follow the ring trail and not be all the way to the right because the only thing holding you is a balloon and red ring. So, you know, you gotta be careful with that. But I have recently been going through and playing Sonic Origins again because they released the Sonic Origins Plus. I've just been doing the story mode just because, why not? And, you know, it's not bad. I like it. I like having Amy as a playable character now. She looks fine. That's great, Sonic. I'm so glad you took it to the face like a champ. I'm playing it, and it's alright. I've been going through story mode, so I've already beaten 1 and CD. I got all the Chaos Modes for 2. I'm just not looking forward to beating 2 because of the really difficult final boss. Because, of course. If you remember my Let's Play, you know I had difficulty with that, as is. So, can't wait to do that again. It's my favorite, I'll tell you what. So much fun. Okay, but here we have another red ring over here. The best thing to do with the spike balls is you just kind of like jump over it and then homing attack. If you look like you can make it in a straight line, you'll be fine. However, they added a spike ball right there just for hee-hees and ha-has in order to make you lose your rings. Because why wouldn't they? And with 1 ring less, we would have made it. But now that we've gotten all 5 red rings, it's time to go ahead and show off the S ring here, which is going to be very frantic. It's just gotta do your best here. Just make sure to not overshoot this little spring here. That's the most important part. And then you're just going to be using the boost quite a bit, as well as homing attacking. Homing attacking. Homing attacks. Homing attack. Well, what is the... I don't know. I've stopped worrying about grammar since I realized people hate when other people correct others' grammar. Now, as much as it makes me feel like I'm superior, it makes everyone else think, wow, we should really stop inviting him here. I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. So, you know, you can correct their grammar in your head, but if you do it verbally, then they're gonna stop inviting you places. That happened in an episode of Adventure Time, actually. Something very similar to that, anyway, where I won't give any specifics or spoilers, but Finn and Jake meet this creature that asks if they're annoying, and they're like, "No, you're not annoying." And then the creature starts talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking about like his own personal stuff and like a book series is working on for like quite a long time. And they're just like, please give me some earmuffs. I think I thought it was a little funny. Well, not really funny. I don't know what I thought it was. I just thought it was something that happened. I am getting tired of Adventure Time. We're just now in season 9, and I'm like, sweet goodness, please let this end. I cannot take this anymore. Did a full 180. It used to be just funny hee hee ha ha little bits and bobs, and now it's just like the deep continuity behind everything and why what happens and who. I'm like, yo, this what? I'm like, hold on. Yes, even with that little mess up that we had right there, we're still going to be fine. Just make sure to go up and over the little spike balls here and you'll be fine. Also, we had chicken and dumplings last night. That was pretty good. We had lots of spice to it. Made my nose run a little bit. It was nice. Spice. And I am also looking forward to how we are going to be... After this episode, we're going to be fighting the boss. And that is how you get the S rank. Okay, we've done enough stages. Now it's time to go and get all the music. And don't worry, this cutscene is just... same thing again. Got 7 keys. You want to give me the cog? No? Okay, you can keep it. You can hold on to it for me. You know, just think about me while you hold that. We got the key. Alright, great. Now, for the songs. So here we are on Chronos Island. We're going to the very first song. And thankfully, these songs are not difficult to find. Again, that's because they're on the map, but also because they're not in very height-dependent locations. They're pretty flat, so it's easy to find them. Like, we have this one right up here. And don't worry, it's no, like, brand new songs. It's just the 1st through 5th movements of the levels. Which, cool. I'm glad that it's there, but at the same time, I'm not really wanting to listen to it. But maybe some people were. I don't know. I am not the Lorax. I cannot speak for all. So this music note is going to be up there. Don't do what I do right here, which is try to go upwards the long way. If you go on the other side of the 180 of it, there's a climbable wall there, which makes it a lot easier. Which I would notice right here. Look at that. Look at that. Makes it so much easier. Okay, and we only have 3 more songs here, thankfully. They only put 5 additional songs per area. But that also means that as soon as we're done with this, we don't have to backtrack anymore to get songs and missions. So, very excited for that. There's a lot of side story stuff that we can do. Whenever you see the little side characters just in 15,000 places at once. Yeah, that means that they have a little like side one-off thing to tell you about, which it adds to the total apparently. For some reason. With the update, they updated the maps, so the maps will show you if you've done everything of a specific category. It'll show you if you've done all these stages, the missions, the memory items, the side characters that are trapped, and the computer girl that's, I guess, trapped / tormenting us, one of the two. Something like that. I don't know. Am I gonna do it all? I have no idea. Like, maybe when I'm back to playing live, because right now if you can't tell, this is post commentary. That's how I was able to edit out all the loading screens. I'm also really tired and not awake, so. But the reason I'm doing this is because I recorded the audio originally and then, bam, it got lost. I'm like, cool. I wanted to redo it anyway. Because I was just not into it. See, what I've been doing is I've been recording like all 5 episodes at once. And that, it's alright. But once I get to episode 5, that's when I start to lose my energy. And it is very noticeable. So I'm like, how about we change this? How about we record 3 episodes or 4 episodes? And then a day later, when I have energy, I'll do episode 5. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Because I want to keep y'all entertained. I don't want y'all to be bored out of your minds. It's like what's been happening with me and some of the TV I've been watching on Hell's Kitchen. Well, I'd be watching it, and, you know, because I've watched it for so long now, I can... When it drops me into a random episode, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what's happening here. This person's gonna win. This person's gonna get upset. This person's gonna do something. This person's not gonna do something. So I had to switch it up and start bobbing back and forth between comedy specials. Because thankfully I don't remember the jokes too well in the comedy specials, even after I've seen them like 5 times in 5 days. I don't have memory issues, it's just I'm focused on one thing and I have something on as background noise. So my brain just doesn't fully comprehend it. But I like Hell's Kitchen. It's nice. I like that show. It's not bad. I keep wondering if how much of it is scripted, and apparently there are some parts to it, but when they do the cooking sessions with the dinner and such, that part is not scripted. Allegedly. I'm not too sure, because it's kind of hard for me to believe that someone messes up chicken 5 times in the same service. But that's just me. That's just me, I guess. On the bright side, with us having all these music notes available now, I'm really hoping that they have a trophy for getting all the sound memories. That'd be very nice. But then again, this is DLC, so I'm not too sure even. Oh, that's a plane. Sorry, I heard some humming and I thought someone was calling me. I was very confused. So, for this sound memory, it's a little annoying. You gotta jump up to the star here, boost over here, in order to get that one. Now, the only other one we have is right on over here, which is going to be very fun to get to as well. What you're gonna do here is you're going to humming attack here. It's gonna shoot us up. You see that thing right up there? We're gonna move up, humming attack it, jump up, and there is the final sound memory. So just like that, we now have all the sound memories of Islands 1, 2, and 3. We finished all the missions of 1, 2, and 3, and we finished S-ranking all the stages of Island 1, 2, and 3. Oh, sweet goodness. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time when we do the boss of Island 3. Goodbye, my sleepy bears.